Yo, bros, what's up? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. Just so you know, everyone who's watching this channel, boy, girl, whatever, you are a bro, just so you know. Today, I wanted to give you an update video on how everything's going. A little bit more of a long form content today, because I realize what I see on Cole's videos, a lot of people have a lot of questions about routines. What are you doing? Like, what is it that's getting you results? And I can tell you my results within 10 days now, I have lost a total of 11 pounds. That's not a joke. That's not fake. That is absolutely real. And I feel fantastic. My energy is through the roof. This is the best diet meal plan I've ever been on to this point. And I have gained weight and lost weight several times throughout my life. Just to kind of give you an idea, I myself am 5'8", and I got up to 243 pounds. So it doesn't look too good on a small guy. I'm similar to Cole's size. I think he's like 5'8" or 5'7". And currently I'm at 232 right now. And my weight loss goal is I want to get to 170 to 165 pounds. Because I am looking to get lean. I want to get shredded. We're going to Shred City, baby! As Cole would say. Sorry if I just blew your ears out. But I just want to give you guys a little thought today of what it looks like on my day. How I start my day. I start my day first thing in the morning when I wake up. I take down 2 8-ounce glasses of water. So 16 ounces total. After I do that, I will grab my sugar gummies. So typically for me, that's Sour Patch Kids, and I will have a handful of those. So 6 to 8 to get that metabolism going, to let that engine start to rev, right? Because Cole and Durian Rider both speak about how important it is to get sugar in early in the day so your metabolism starts burning, starts running high. After I do that, I take my 24-ounce water bottle here and I fill it up with my own little concoction. What I like to do is Walmart has a Great Value lemonade, and I'll take half a scoop of that and put it in there. Then I'll take 1 tablespoon of sugar and put that in there as well. And then I'll take a Crystal Light packet and add that in there as well for flavor, and it tastes just like lemonade. I mean, so freaking good, y'all. I get down on that and I sip off that seriously for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I typically am not hungry during that time. If I find myself feeling a little hungry, I'll eat some more gummies, or I might eat some wet fruit, right? Some strawberries, some blueberries, things like that. I'm a big berry person, so when I'm eating the wet fruit, that's what I'm going after. Today, I decided to have myself a fruit smoothie. What I did was at Walmart, I just bought a big bag of a mixed pack of fruit. So it's got like raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries in it. So I got that, filled that up in the blender, put a cup and a half in there, throw in some ice, throw in some water. Then I took a tablespoon again of sugar to sprinkle it in there to add more sugar. Do not be afraid of the sugar. I know it sounds crazy, but please, I'm telling you, do not be afraid of the sugar, people. I threw some sugar in there, hit that up, take that down, and that just keeps me jacked up energy really for the rest of the day until I get ready to do some exercising. For me, I used to be a weightlifter. I quit doing that about 3 years ago, and I've been off and on since. And since I've started doing the sugar diet, I have not been lifting weights. I am strictly focused on letting diet and cardio be how I'm gonna get this weight off right now. Will I get into weights at some point? Probably so, but I'm really like Cole at this stage of my life at 35. I don't really want to be beating my body up in the gym too much anymore. I've been there, done that. I'm more focused on flexibility and athleticism, so calisthenics is what I want to really get into, but I'd like to lose about 15 more pounds before I start really trying to get heavy into that. So at this rate, I'll be there in like 15 days, which is pretty sweet. Hard to believe. But typically what I'll do after I'm done with work, I will go for a walk. Now, I like my walks, so I'm pushing out anywhere between 10 to 15K steps a day, right? But that's just me, right? And I'm not saying you have to do that, but that's what I like to do. After I'm done with that, I'll go home, and that is when I enjoy my carbs, all right? Now, I know, if you've been watching Cole, which obviously you have, Cole has been yelling in your face, telling you that you need to have 2 sugar bombs a day, right? A big sugar bomb for breakfast, a big sugar bomb for dinner, and stick with it as long as you possibly can, right? And Cole is 100% right. I did that actually when I first got started on the sugar diet. I was doing that. A big sugar bomb for breakfast and a big sugar bomb for dinner, and it was getting results. But I found myself wanting a little bit more in the afternoons, and so I started watching a lot of Durian Rider. And Durian's protocol is very similar to Cole's. The big difference between the two is that Cole says sugar, sugar all day long. Keep doing it until you break. That could be 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, right? But Durian loves to have all his sugar in the morning, like through the day. So he'll do sugar, 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 sugar. When it gets to be dinner, he'll ingest carbs, right? So he loves to have tons and tons of rice. He's a vegetarian, I believe, or a vegan. Sorry, Durian, if you watch this by chance. But he gets carbs in at night, and it helps him sleep like a baby. And I'm telling you all, for me, it's working as well. This entire 2 weeks, besides the first 2 days, I've had carbs every single night, right? So what does that include? You're thinking, well, what are your food options here? Obviously, you can have rice. I love to have a baked potato and put ketchup all over it. I'm a big ketchup person. I also enjoy, don't tell Cole, but I'll eat Frosted Rice Krispies, which have 0 fat, and then I'll have Fairlife fat-free milk, which is absolutely 0 fat as well. Cole, don't kill me if you see the video, all right? But it works, all right? I was having that and losing weight. And another thing, pasta, people. I'm telling you, you're sleeping on the pasta. It's cheap, affordable, and it tastes so freaking good. I'll go to Walmart and I'll get some angel hair pasta or just some regular spaghetti noodles, and I'll buy Classico, okay? It's very important. Marinara size, like the marinara that you buy. The brand Classico, all right, has the lowest fat per serving that I have seen, all right? Classico has a brand, or that is the brand, but it has a marinara that is a 3 cheese or 4 cheese marinara that only has 0.5 grams of fat per serving, and there's 5 servings. So you're looking at literally 2.5 grams of fat if you happen to eat the whole thing. I don't do that. I split it in 2, so I'll have half of it one day and then have the other half the other night. And so I'm actually enjoying spaghetti at night on the sugar diet, and I am losing a pound basically every single day. All right. Now here's the deal about that. If you start getting in too much protein and too much fat, and I have noticed this from doing this for over a week, my friends, you will kill your weight loss. You will not lose nearly enough weight. All right, it's gonna stall. You're gonna get to stall city. All right, not quite like Cole, trying my best. But I'm telling you, I can't tell you the science behind it. All I can tell you, I've done the experiment now long enough to where I have now stalled out at this point to an extent. And when I say stall, I mean my weight did not drop a full pound. It dropped like 0.3 or 0.4 on the scale, right? And that is when I have had an elevation in protein and an elevation in fat. So you have to be very careful about that. Try not to mix, obviously don't mix sugar with fat, but also try not to mix the sugar with the protein. But that's been my experience, okay? Somebody out there could have a different one. I know that Cole gave a shout out to Slitsky. I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. He seems like a really cool guy. Give him a follow. I started following him. He's lost like 12 pounds in 6 days, which is fantastic to see. You love to see that. But this is just my documentation of my journey. I'm doing community posts too, where you get the little still image. First thing in the morning, I'm showing you guys my weight loss, my weight from yesterday and what that is on this day. And then I'll typically tell you what I'm having to start my day. And then at the end of the day, I post a picture of my macros and a picture of what I'm having for dinner, just so you all can see exactly what it is that I'm taking in each and every day. Now, the last little part of this video that I want to talk about, because I'm already well over the time I normally talk. Hopefully you like the longer form content. If you don't, please comment and let me know and say, Dustin, shut up, keep it short, simple, and sweet. You need to identify what your goals are. That's very important. Obviously, everyone's goal is to lose weight. We're all here on Cole's channel trying to lose weight and get healthy, right? But what I mean by that is you need to figure out the pace that you want to lose your weight. Cole has a lot of videos that talk about lose 30 pounds in 30 days, 60 pounds in 60 days, 100 pounds in 100 days. There's no doubt in my mind that you can do that. If you stick to his protocol, lock, stock, and barrel, and you just fast and you have nothing but sugar for 30 days, and you've got a lot of weight to lose, I guarantee you, you're gonna lose 30 pounds. But what I've experienced in my life when it comes to dieting and adopting a meal plan is I'm in it for the long haul, right? What I mean by that is I'm not looking for a silver bullet. I'm not trying to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. If I do lose 30 pounds in 30 days, holy cow, I love it. That is absolutely incredible. But my goal is I'm trying to have consistent weight loss each and every day, right? And see the scale going down, going down, going down, all the while enjoying what I'm eating each and every day and enjoying my meals. And I have been doing that, and I've had weight loss every single day, right? Now, if you're someone who wants the silver bullet, meaning you want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, I would highly suggest sticking to the T what Cole's protocol is. Having Sugar Bomb for breakfast, Sugar Bomb for dinner. Ride that train as long as you can. If you can do it for 3 days, great. If you can do it for 7 days, that's even better. And then get you a refeed in where, once again, you're having carbs, but you're keeping the protein super, super low. But if you're like myself and you're someone who's in it for the long haul and you just want to see the weight consistently drop over time, then doing the route that I am, more of the durian kind of route, still Cole, still durian, a little bit of Dustin sprinkled in there. You're doing the sugar in the morning, you're microdosing the sugar throughout the day with the different candies or fruit, whatever floats your boat, and then in the evening, you're enjoying your carbs. And that is working very, very well for me. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be some days where I decide, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do a big Sugar Bomb for breakfast and a big Sugar Bomb for dinner and ride it that way for a couple of days, because I most certainly am. But for now, this is what I'm enjoying and this is what's working for me. Because what I see is too many times people jump on a new diet and they take it to the max immediately. And we all know Cole, I love him to death, but he's all about the max, and everybody is at a different place. And some people can do it quick, cold turkey, and follow Cole's directions specifically. And then there's some people who just can't, right? They're gonna go hard in the paint for 2 or 3 days and try to stick to what he says, and then they're gonna break, binge eat, and then all of a sudden they're gonna gain more weight than when they even started, right? But that's just my thought. That's just my how I'm approaching it. I would just say, figure out what your goals are. Figure out what your weight loss plan is, right? Are you someone who needs to lose like 5 or 10 pounds? Then you can silver bullet this thing and go Cole's way and get your results real quick. But if you're like me and you're someone who has 60 pounds to lose and you're trying to make sure this is something that's going to work for you long term, then maybe adopting more of the Cole durian mix, right? Having the sugars in the morning, but enjoying a meal at night each day is something that you can end up doing because it's going to make you happy each and every day. And I can promise you, I am thrilled. I am beyond happy with this weight loss protocol. And not to mention, it's cheap. It's cheap, guys. Like, I know everyone says groceries are high and things are expensive, and you're not wrong, but rice is cheap. Noodles are cheap. Marinara is cheap. Frozen fruit is cheap, right? That's also another great thing about this. So the last thing I'll say before I let you go is, if you're somebody who's still on the fence about the sugar diet and you're still wondering if it's going to be for you, I promise you, just give it a try. Once you see the results, you'll start getting hooked on it. If you have any questions, maybe you've been doing the sugar diet and you're stalling, drop a comment below. Give me a follow if this is your first time watching the video, if you're interested in seeing how I do it. Whether you're watching for entertainment because you want to see me fail, I'm cool with that. Or you're watching me to see me continue my journey to succeed, and you'd like to see if someone else can make it happen and then you can do it, that's awesome as well too. But I can promise you, I'm going to stick this out and stick it through. So just keep following, keep watching for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.